Today we're talking about Airbnb photo tours or Airbnb photo orders and what your highlight reel should be, what your first 5 photos should be, what's the cadence of past that. Um, all the kind of juicy details. I'm going to show you exactly. I'm going to run through actually one of our listings, things that we've learned, things that we've made mistakes on, and hopefully you'll be able to take away uh, essentially how to order your Airbnb listing. This applies to Verbo. This applies to Booking.com. Like all the same concepts you can copy and paste across any platform. So Airbnb photo orders. I just use Airbnb because that's what when people think of short-term rentals, that's always what people um, relate. So without further ado, let's jump into my screen. Hopefully everybody can read this. So kind of first things first, housekeeping. I do a Wednesday STR Q&A, 6 p.m. Eastern. Jump on there, get your questions answered. This one is more of kind of the advanced level training. I'll cover one topic. The Wednesday Q&A is like I'll go through 2 or 3 questions and then answer questions from the viewers. This one is more of like what I'm calling office hours. And this is more kind of an advanced strategy. I'm teaching like one topic, and hopefully you can take away actionable items on both of those. So Airbnb photo orders, like what does that mean? Why should you care? This really matters because if you want to get more bookings, the photos are the lowest hanging fruit to make your listing stand out. There are so many clients that we take on, and it's just like all of their photos are the exact same photos. They're not professionally done. They're the same angle of the same room. You sometimes there's duplicates. Like I'm going to go through one of our listings, and I didn't really prep for this. This is actually just the first listing that I pulled up. So hopefully it's not a bad training, but we'll go ahead and share. So the first thing, photo tour. So this is something new that this is Airbnb specific. The photo tour is turn it off. I do not like it from a marketing standpoint. I do like it from a guest perspective standpoint. And what I mean by that is a photo tour is like um, when you click on a listing, it just groups the photos into the rooms, like bedroom 1, bedroom 2, bedroom 3, living room, patio, outdoor area. Like that is, I could see from a guest perspective how that is important because it gives them a layout of what the property looks like, right? From a marketing psychology standpoint, you want to be able to guide them down the road and only show them what you want to show them. So, like if I have, let's say only 50% of my photos are like awesome photos, I would want to show those first 50% first. So that way I can tell a story from the guest perspective. It's all marketing and psychology. If you have like 5 photos that are terrible, that are, maybe the bottom half of the photos that just happen to be in bedroom 1, bedroom 2, bedroom 3, then you're probably losing that guest. You're not getting that booking, you're not making that revenue, and you're going to stay vacant, which is not what we want. That's why I'm here training you guys on what to do, what not to do. So turn it off. I like to be able to tell a story with the photos. I think that's probably the easiest way if you can. So I put this in here. Property management systems and Airbnb, like they're kind of forcing you to turn this photo tour on. I think there is a way that you still can turn it off. I think the easiest way to do it, I actually went through this one of our properties this week with our head VA. It was you had to put all the photos, you had to pull photos out of the rooms and then into the additional photos, and then from there you can sort and order them so that way Airbnb doesn't group them into the rooms that you say. So this is property management specific. I know guesty you can still do it for now, and then I'm almost positive you can still do it in hospitable. I don't have owner res, I don't have host away, some of the other ones. um, so hopefully that is still the case. If they change it tomorrow, this video will be useless from that perspective. Kate, thanks for jumping on. 100% don't set it and forget it, which I think a lot of hosts, I mean, I'm guilty of this as well. Like we've got a lot of crap going on. You got family life, you got friends, you got spouses. Like it is one of the easiest things to just set it up and then never think about it again, right? Which is not what you want to do. These listings are living, breathing organisms. Like you need to constantly be updating them. Um, Same thing. A lot of our clients that we take on, like we'll review their listings, and it's like you only have 19 amenities. Like, are you sure that is accurate? Like they're like, oh yeah, all that's up to date. And I'll jump in there and be like, you didn't even check hot water. Like washer, dryer is not checked. Do you have like a lake view, lakefront properties? Like you want to check that lake view. God, there's so much opportunity, but Airbnb adds these amenity boxes quickly. They don't ever tell you. So it's up to you to just go in there and check it. We usually do it about once a month. So um, back to my notes here. So turn off photo tour. Fun stuff first. So the fun stuff. What are the amenities, the unique aspects of the listing? It's put the fun stuff up to the top. Like there was one listing this week I was reviewing for a client, and man, they had this sweet game room, and it was on photo like number 40, and on average, guests only look at the top 13 photos. The top 13 photos are all that the guests look at on average. Now, most guests, if they're booking, they're probably looking at all of them, but on average, the top 13 photos are where all the eyeballs are getting seen. So I'm like, dude, you need to move this game room. Like, there's only one photo of this game room, but like, you need to move it up in the top. I would probably say top three. Um, so that was just like, I'm like, okay, how do we generalize this and only do that? So fun stuff first. Think unique amenities. If you don't have any unique amenities, when I say unique amenities, pool, hot tub, game room, fire pit, outdoor area, dusk photo, like a cool, you know, maybe it's some giant tic tac toe that you've got like a little outdoor game area. Maybe it's cornhole. Like some of these unique items doesn't have to be a pickleball court or anything like super super crazy, but definitely putting the fun stuff first and kind of drilling that home, like this is unique and this is why. um Grouping by room. So this kind of ties into the photo tour. I like to kind of group by room, and I'll kind of show you one of our listings here. Hopefully it's not too small. It's kind of shrunk a little bit just because I'm trying to share here. But this first photo is it's a wider angle. But as you can see here, like we've got five. So it's a smaller property, but super super cute, design well. Like the owner did this one very very well. So you've got like the living room. That's where everybody is going to be sitting. This is kind of the I don't say money shot, but like the hero photo. Like that's where a lot of the action is going to be. We This one actually does have a fire pit. It is the reason why it didn't make the top five is it's not the most visually appealing fire pit, but we do get a ton of good compliments here. But I think visually, this living room is the top spot. The kitchen's done. It's designed well. It's got a nice color pop. You got this outdoor kind of area here that people can chill and relax. Like you got some lounge chairs. Like this quickly gets people's attention. And then also this is a kitchen photo. So I'll kind of drill into these quickly, but kind of putting the fun stuff first and then grouping them by the room. So the first five photos, typically I like to have five different your top five rooms, your top five photos in the entire place, not five photos of your living room. That's typically, unless it's a studio apartment, that's all you've got. But typically diversify the five. The only reason why we have two here is because the living room, and this is the I'd probably say the best room in the house. Everything's well done. It's nice. So we'll kind of click into it, and I kind of go. This is a better explanation. Like just very well done. You've got modern fixtures, you've got designed well, you got our virtual tour here. You've got like green chairs, red ottomans, like a painted fireplace. Like this tells a story. That's why we've had this one up for so long as the number one. Same thing here. This is a different angle of the living room, but you got this huge huge flat screen. vaulted ceilings. Like you can kind of picture yourself here. Same thing here. You've got a nice, well done kitchen, got outdoor area, and then that kind of gets into the past the first 5 photos. Like how do you organize those? Same thing, the kitchen here. Um, Kind of outflows into the kind of connecting the dots now to the interior to the exterior, kind of telling a story here. So grouping grouping in my rooms, kind of jump down a little bit further. This is also a very good photo that we wanted to showcase. It's got string lights, outdoor amenities, and then that kind of connects the dots of like interior. You're going outside now a little bit, and then this is another great angle of the living room. So fire pit is in the top. That's probably 8, 9 photos, probably top 8 here. I wish this was kind of like a higher level, but this backyard slopes down a ton. Even like maybe a drone photo here, just to kind of oversee the fire pit and the house and how close they are. Once again, kind of picturing the guest out there. So um, outdoor area, like great looking house. And then kind of grouping it by room here. So I'll typically do like 2 to 3 per fun stuff. What I mean by that is like 2 to 3 angles of like the living room, the outdoor area, the fire pit, the pool, like whatever the fun stuff is. Trying to get different angles to kind of tell a picture. One thing that I didn't mention here that I probably should have is the virtual tour helps this as well. So you have a virtual, when I say virtual tour, it's like they scan a QR code and then they can like walk through the house. If you ever looked at something on Zillow, you can like click the floor and like the person moves and you can like scroll around. It's a pretty cool concept. Matterport is the software and camera that we use, but super, super helpful for guests that want to like go through the property. One thing I've also mentioned is typically outdoor amenities first, especially coming into like summer season. People are like prepping for Memorial Day, July 4th, summertime with their friends and fam. Like typically the outdoor area, oh man, they're so important. Um, Especially if you don't have outdoor amenities, put like a patio, put some like games like the what's the little bar game with the little metal thing hooked to a string and you like throw it on the little loop-de-loop. I don't know what that's called, but like that's a $10 Amazon thing. You drill it in and then it's photo worthy. Um, so typically, if you have the outdoor amenities, obviously you're showcasing those. We'll typically in the winter, we will switch from like outdoor first to indoor first because in the winter, not many people are spending their time outside. It's more of like they're booking it for the interior amenities. Summertime is the complete opposite, especially in Charlotte. Obviously, if you're in like a beach market, summertime people are going for the beach. Like that is the reason they're booking your place is for the beach or mountains. Um, that's a whole different topic. Outdoor amenities. Think about the seasons. Think about like if you're a guest, and you're booking on April 4th, like you're prepping for like summertime, spring. What are you doing? Like you're trying to probably be outside. Bedroom, bathroom, bedroom, bathroom. So what I think here is it's really just searching. So I'll typically group them together like bedroom, bedroom, bathroom. This is the bathroom attached to this bedroom. So you're kind of walking them through the process. So you got the bedroom angle here, and then this is the bathroom attached to that bedroom. Then you got another bedroom, like well designed, furnished, and then boom, you also have the bathroom for that bedroom. So you can kind of get people in a flow of okay, if I'm staying in this room, here's the bathroom with that. Boom, here's same bed or a different bedroom three, a different angle, and then also this one, pretty cool amenity. I don't know if you can see it. It's like a not a trundle bed, but a additional sleeping arrangement. So we pulled it out, staged it up for this one. Move the desk chair here into the closet, and then also there's some workout equipment that the owner so graciously left at the property, which is great. We've had awesome reviews on that. And then kind of recapping the entire process from here. You've got back to the outdoor amenities. We've already shown them. Now we want to just drill at home that, hey, this property is awesome. Like, you need to book it now. So at this point, we're on photo 25 probably. Like, they're probably already sold. Now it's just drilling at home of like what, all the additional pieces of the house. You got the coffee maker, you got the open show in that. Updated washer dryer, like cool tile here. You got a coat rack to make it feel a little homey. Outdoor amenities, same thing here. You got the grill. Probably should have opened that grill up, but that's kind of the process of like flow of bedroom, bathroom, bedroom, bathroom, bedroom, bathroom. You don't want to just put all the bathrooms beside each other and all the bedrooms beside each other. You want to try and tell a story. And ending photos are important. I feel like I see a lot of listings, and we're guilty of this in the beginning, where the ending photos are just like it's our least favorite photo. Let's actually see what the ending photo is here. So we actually have a outdoor layout, but this one right here, just to kind of bring it home of like what this property looks like from the outside, and kind of giving them a visual storytelling of like, okay, driving down the house, driving down the drive, long, private, secluded driveway, like this is what it'll look like here. So ending photos are very important. I'll usually see like, a zoom in of the coffee maker, like try and end on like a final note. So that's kind of the logic of how we do tours and the reasoning why we do it. If you have any questions, drop them down below. But that's really the high level process. Man, there's so much that goes into it. I could probably talk for an hour on like just the photo tours and why we do it this way versus this way, what we've seen, what we split tested, and why, these outdoor amenities, why you need to have 5 different photos, different angles on the top 5. Um, but yeah, I that's photo tours. Thanks for watching. Wednesday, 6 p.m. will be the next STR Q&A. Get your question answered. And once again, if you're not in our let's see, QR code, where are we at? Join our school community. This is a free. I put out a completely free program. Scan the QR code. If you want the actual link, I'll just DM me Instagram, Caleb W Shore, and I will send it to you. Cool. Love you guys. Thank you.